Alright. That seems to have done something. In stream. Studio mode. Hello. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, improving bitrate. Bitrate, I bet I... Oh, so you solved it 3 times now? That's good. I solved it when I was a kid and I never forgot it, even though it's a little bit hard every time I try. All right, game on, folks. I am going to program stuff and stream it. Pretty crazy. I have 2 views, 0 current viewers. Perfect, because I don't really want viewers right now. And anywho, let's just see if this works. I'm gonna go to, let's see, I gotta get it on this side. Let it all hang out. Here, I'm looking at general improvements. I want to start working through some of these general improvements for the scraper. I was having a chat with GPT last night, ChatGPT, and it said that Playwright would be a better choice for loading up websites and getting them running inside a GitHub action instead of Selenium. So eventually when we get to building an automator that does all this stuff, we're going to need to run this inside of a GitHub action. So I won't take its word for it, because I don't like that it pulled in this web scraper stuff and it pulled in a driver. I'm going to take a stab at fixing that real quick. Okie dokie. So I know that I'm here. Let's see. Git checkout. We'll go back to the scraper improvements thing. Web scraper. I know that it's using Selenium. Currently the web scraper is using Selenium and WebDriver, but because I want to simplify this, I want to use Playwright instead, and I want to make sure that I'm not installing a driver. If I have to install a driver, please help me understand why before you change anything. Otherwise, let's pull out Selenium and WebDriver and just use Playwright. Okay, and let me give it a good starting point to look at. Start here. It's probably good enough. Yoinks. While it's working on that, I think I have something that is distinct enough that it'll work. How do I run this sucker? Yeah. I don't know who Jesse Hall is, but probably close enough example. Okay, so new chat. I think that's going, oh, we've already done the thing. Okay, well, if we've already done the thing, I'll pay attention to it. Pip install, blah, 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 blah. We're not gonna, yeah. Add Playwright to my, what's the name of that stupid thing? Pi project YAML. Pi project toml. What do I do? Isn't it just like, yeah, fine, that'll work, I guess. All right, what are the changes that it made? I'm not convinced I like this new unified change window, but let's see. All right, so no more Selenium. What are we up to right here? Where are we? Okay, we're just in utils. Okay, so it's going to, all right, there's a create browser context manager that tries to create the thing. And okay, so configuration, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's good. I don't know yet. this config stuff. We'll have to figure out what all the config is soon. All right, well, mostly I see that Selenium's gone and Playwright is present. Harvester is the thing that's actually rummaging through stuff. Gotten rid of all the things that I was interested in getting rid of. Yep. Not completely sure why we need that utils file. It might be just one of the extra things. Alright, so we get the page content and do the stuff to the page content. That seems reasonable. Requirements, ooh. How do requirements sneak back in? Oh, that's right. I've got one PR I still want to land. Okay, soon we will not be using requirements. That's okay though. Last quick check. I wonder what the most recent version of Playwright is. Aha! A mistake. There, do that. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna keep all and just like, let's just hope it works. Yeah. All right, now let's, who's Jesse Hall? I just got the autocomplete on this one. Jesse Hall, development, design, and marketing. Rock on, perfect. So if we run this thing, does it still work? No, because we haven't UV sync. Clump. There we go. Okay, killed Selenium, nice. And then this will just magically work. Okay, not quite. Not much on Colorama. What do I need Colorama for? Oh, I know. What do I need Colorama for? Do I care? Remove any usage of Colorama. I don't need it. Speaking of which, there was that weird utils directory here. I'm suspicious that I don't need it. Header, fetch page. Fetch page is used elsewhere. Guess I need it. See, you know, don't need Colorama. You just do it yourself. Keep all. All right, the next problem. What? I thought I had this stuff already. Okay, so fine. Pip installing all the things that maybe I might need. And now running. Good, did stuff. Bad, it didn't do all the stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that. And I have to do that from an action too. I have to remember to do that. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to make an automator. All right, there's a good reminder. Go back to where we were. Try it again. Processing complete. But wait, I'm confused. Did I just see the same error go by? Yeah, I did. All right, so browser type executable doesn't exist. All right. All right. Cursor knows when I talk like that. Yeah, okay. You also don't know what's up with Playwright. Oh. Well, that makes good sense. But darn it, if I'm not just installing a freaking another driver. Yeah. Here's another thing, as I think I'm swallowing errors. If any piece of this fails, I want it to all fail. Oh, I can install that with... Okay, let's try UV run. It's doing a thing. Okay. Gotta go back to my thing I just wrote. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder why I need FFmpeg. If it's really headless, then why would it need FFmpeg? Huh. Is Playwright really the cool thing these days? I'll ask someone who would know. The zeitgeist of all knowledge. Is Playwright better than Selenium these days? Okay. Modern architecture speed, developer ergonomic, better fit for modern Windows. Alright, choose Playwright if you're starting a new project. Okay. See, I'm actually subtly indicating I think Playwright might be better. Bad way of forming the question. Alright. It ran. Oh yeah, clear. It's taking time. Okay. All right, well, let's see if I can serve it now. No, scripts, start server, clump. Oh, okay, great. It's already running. Oh, sites, Bigthunder events. That's not what I want though. I want, what was that stupid thing? All right. Nope. All right, there's that. There's that. And what did we capture for the man? Captured all this stuff. Good to know he's got stuff. Great. So it seems like it works. Oh, wait. Sorry, fiddling around on my second screen. Okay, so it appears that we resolved that little bit. All right, let's see. So that means I can go to here, click that. All right, removed unused stuff. So web scraper is web. Well, I don't know. Do I want to do that next? I don't know. Let's see what the unused stuff in the web scraper is. So the web scraper has a harvester that gets the HTML, and a scraper that recursively goes deeper and gets all the pages that we need. Well, let's see. This stuff probably belongs inside scraper, I'm guessing. This is just a leftover vibe coding page. Replicate site. I bet you this is completely not used. Yep, only used inside of itself. All right. So goodbye. All right, is this actually something that Cursor's good at? There's a lot of unused things inside Web Scraper. Can you take a quick inventory and remove things that are not directly attached to Web Scraper main.py? All right, so it's gonna read that. Look at it go. That is a lot faster than I could have done this. If it doesn't delete all the stuff. It believes it's identified them, and it believes it's already deleted all this crap. We're gonna delete a whole folder. That's cool. Yes. Holy cow, that was wonderful. Okay. Yeah. Oh, actually, check this out. It might work. Scrape a completely different website using the same Python command as last time. smart are we? Not wake up, freaking pedia. Let's try it. Way faster than it should have been. But maybe it'll work. Let's see. How does that look? Not horrible, honestly. We got all this stuff, and what did we pull down for it? Yep. Okay. Great, I guess. You know what? I don't like something about me checking that off as done, because it's not done until I land it in main. So I'm actually going to GitHub create PR create on the web. Great. And I'm going to simplify and slightly refactor scraper. Good enough. And I'm going to make a draft pull request. Click. And then I can go to this, and here's my tradition. I just make pointers to things and tell you what's up. Done in that, but it's not landed. Partially all right. Which one of these do I want to do next? Remove config complexity. I'm going to give that a whirl. Actually, no, I'm running this same command every time, but inside all repos I work with, there is always a scripts directory, and it tells you exactly what you can accomplish. And it doesn't tell us anything about scraping web pages. So in the scripts directory, I want you to make a new shell script .sh for actually scraping websites. Yeah, if an argument is specified, then we just pass it directly through. If no argument is specified, then I guess we pass that too, because I think we're just doing an input. All right. So yeah, let's see. What are we doing here? Don't pass anything through. We just do that. Blah, 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 blah. That looks like it should work. Then why do I feel so sad? It's not doing much. Does it need more bells and whistles? I think it just needs a better name. Sure, let's keep that. There we go. Now everything's better. So now I can just do scrape. Oh, scripts dot scrape. Come on. Yeah, and it's just gonna like do the thing. Okay, great, fine, whatever. Of course, the reason I did that is not because it adds new functionality. It just makes it so that we can go to this directory and see everything that we can do in this repo that's script-like. All right, so this is cumbersome, isn't it? All right. I just also figured out that there's a couple of things that are related. If the website exists, oh wait, what am I doing? I can just yell at my computer. If the website exists, then we need to fast complete and not re-pull the whole website again. There's also a related one that's about an error. If there's an error, then write out the details. Okay. Yeah, okay. Check mark now represents done. This one is different because we just partially finished it. I'm gonna go back there later. Oh. Yeah, okay, sure. All right, let's remove config complexity. What's up with that config? So we've got a harvester, a scraper, we got tools, websites. Config is this thing. One thing that's bothering me is it's pulling from .env, and nah, I'd rather it not. Do I risk it? I think .env is still viewable to the audience. And it is. All right. So I'm gonna go back to config, and I'm gonna say just hard code all this stuff. All right, it did have something about OpenAI there. Right. All right, what kind of things are actually in here? What's this doing? It's just an object that carries a bunch of elements, sure. Woof, we can do better than that. That's a really, really old model. What should I even change that to right now? Probably this. There we go. I bet it's even cheaper anyways. Alright, what is used JS rendering? A lot of this stuff probably just belongs inside the files that it's modifying. Fetch. Okay, so what is fetch page even used for? Homepage crawler. Okay, we might simplify that in a little bit, but I don't know quite yet. Used here too. Fetch page with JS. Why is there still changes with playwright? Alright, so something's a little bit weird with the fetch page with JS anyways. Where is that used? Huh? So we're going to try to import things, and if it fails out, then we just log that that didn't work, and we go back and do the same thing again. Max retries equals 1. Okay. Okay, fine. Set blogger. Alright, I still haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with this config. I'm gonna leave it alone. It seems to be working. So edit. Decided to leave it alone for now. All right, what else? Double check the content scraping to make sure it works well. Maybe use temp. We'll do that one. Right now, we're piping stuff into websites from somewhere, and it's just slowly filling up my disk. Not that it's gonna fill it up anytime soon, but let's see. Okay. Right now, stuff in the website scraper is sticking files in a get ignored folder called websites. Instead, make it stick the temporary content in a temporary directory that we can get rid of once we don't need it anymore. And by temporary directory, I mean actual operating system temporary directory. Scratch space. All right. Yep. Like, why would there never be? That's strange. Something still bothers me about this config file. Alright, well anyways, changes inside the config. We're no longer writing to that. Instead, we're getting a temp file down. Yep. Clean up temp file, and where do we use clean up temp file directory? Yeah, I guess we have to pass that in. And we gotta add error handling, so it's a little bit annoying. All right. See, that should always just be there. All right, seems pretty reasonable to me. Keep all. See if it still works. Hope that's the website. Oh no, we have an error. Oh, OpenAI key's missing. I was wondering if that was going to happen. All right. So, yeah. What uses this thing? But that's the only place. Is use AI ranking enabled? It is. Okay, but I have a hunch we're actually not using AI. Let's see. Config AI link ranker. Ooh, okay. So here's what we do. We just delete that and let it use the API key that came in from the outside. Yoinks. Yeah, see, I don't want it to return if it doesn't have an OpenAI key. Let's see. Here I want you to test for the presence of the OpenAI key environment variable, and if it doesn't exist, hard fail rather than returning links. Probably about right. And who uses validate here? Aha, nobody uses it. Oh, okay. That solves my next question. All right, try it again. Still grumpy. Check completions create. What is this thing I'm doing? Okay, better request. Unsupported parameter max tokens. Well, it wasn't unsupported before. All right, let's see. Where does that go in? Right here. We're apparently using an old API for this. Check out the most recent version and correct the parameters. I want to see if it finds max tokens on its own. So just rolls prompt. You are a web content analysis assistant. What do? You're helping to prioritize web pages for scraping the website. Below is a list of links found on the homepage. Or respond with an array. Really? That's just gonna fail again. Yep, there's the fail. Max completion tokens. Really? Is that really a thing? Guess we'll know shortly. Yeah, okay. Good guess. Oh, wait. I had heard that they removed temperature. Is that really a thing? Let's see. Let's look up the most recent version of the API. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Yep. It's not really complaining about it. Oh, no, I'm not reading very well. Only the default value one. I had heard that they'd removed temperature. So, there. Try again. That's a good sign. All right. All right. All right, it's working. We'll investigate later to make sure it works well. Response format, response. What do we do in response? Ranking text. We'll get the ranking out. Yep, okay. We told it to do exactly that. Ranking index. Ranked URLs. Ranked links. Okay, it's not the indexes, it's the rankings. If rank index is greater than 0 and rank index is less than or equal to the number of... Alright, this is a little bit weird. It's saying that these are rankings, and then using it, I think, as if it's indexes. See? For index and ranking. But they're not indexes. Like, this is saying the second item is ranked first, the fourth item is ranked second, the first item is ranked third, etc. What do we want to do instead? We have the base URL, rank links. Where is this getting called at? Right here is the only place. Okay. Base URL, we are getting the domain. Where are these links coming from? Oh, crawl site, initial links. Target. Oh, we're doing a little extra stuff here. It's a little bit naughty. Let's see. Scraping the home page as if it's an important and different thing. But it's really just a page, just like any of the other pages. It's a little bit different, I guess. It's got its own links. What does the crawler actually do? Crawl site, base URL, initial links. Links to crawl. Links to crawl. There's gotta be a recursive call somewhere in here. There's not? Oh. It's a little bit unexpected. Alright, well, I'll just write something down about it for later. Boop. Okay, what am I thinking? Right now the crawler uses AI to organize the prompts that it needs to crawl, but the prompt is asking a different question than the subsequent code is doing. The prompt is asking for how important each item in the list is, and the subsequent code just treats those numbers as if they're indexes to pick out, but that's not the same thing. Alright, it's not the same thing, is it? Okay, so we go to AI ranker. Like if that's the most important one. Yeah, so it's gonna say, let's pull number 3 down because that's the most important. And then let's pull number 1 down because that's the most important. And let's pull, yeah, and it's 1 based anyways. So this is gonna get really weird quick. Probably what I wanna do, let's see, link text. Yep, so we've got a numbered list here. I might use this approach, but just say re-rank them. Oh, maybe it is actually saying the right thing. It's just kind of worded in a way that's somewhat ambiguous to me. do the integers in that list represent the indexes from the list presented to it, or does it represent the rankings of the items in that list? I don't know. Even I can't say that clearly, but I'm confused, so maybe the AI gets confused sometimes too. All right, so I'm double checking the scraping content to make sure it works well. I'd probably make some changes. I think it is working well enough for demo, but that's still in my mind. And actually, this is now kind of like a sub-bullet, isn't it? Use temp directory, so we did that. If website exists, then we need to fast complete. Okay, let's do that. If the directory associated with this URL already exists, then we need to fast end the process, fast return, because we're already done. On the other hand, if anything here causes an error, then we do not need to swallow any errors. Instead, we need to write an error.txt file to the site directory to explain exactly what happened. Create a helper function to write errors out this way, and then do it. Write the errors out if we fast fail anywhere. I'm glad that ChatGPT and AI can understand my mumblings